So again, I don't put
Jimmy,
too
what
much
about Tristan
emphasis
Thompson?
on
I mean, you get Tristan 12 rebounds. He's finally getting in shape after so long. I don't believe he was on the court what did he play in the fourth?
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about
Bobby's
that because
guy,
that one stuck out to me as well because he was giving you that muscle down low. He was giving you the Tristan Thompson that we've been looking for, especially on the defensive end.
He's finally in shape.
He was the only one to really. He was the only one rattling the Suns a bit, and of course, yeah, he did have a couple easy buckets down low.
He's the only though, right? He's finally in shape. Go ahead, Bobby.
He makes a legit impact on those offensive boards. I was stunned they got as many as they did today. But I keep getting torn between do I like that more or do I like them getting back and protecting the rim the other way off misses more. The Suns knew that they were going to be able to have to get in front of him and get out and run because the Celtics crashed those offensive boards so hard. And especially in that third quarter, you saw it. They were running for open layups the other way every single time. So
I feel like John is on the show today because Bobby totally disregarded the question. Why did Tristan not play?
Because the transition defense. I think when he's out there, they're not as strong getting back. That's where I was going. You didn't give me the time, Nick.
No,
I gotta take 3 minutes to answer the questions here.
Yeah,
that's my answer.
On the clock here, guys. Jimmy has this on the clock.
I mean, well, why is that though, Bobby? Because obviously for the Celtics offensively, you want to push the tempo, right? You want to be in transition and score up tempo. But when Kemba's missing bunnies, Tatum couldn't find a bucket for a while.
Yeah, you want to clean up something inside.
If Pritchard doesn't hit those back-to-back 3-pointers, this thing would have been over well before the end of the fourth quarter.
It's a fair point. I remember his original coach David Blatt was on one of our shows here, and he said this guy's the best offensive rebounder in the fourth quarter he'd ever seen. And so, yeah, there's a good case for it. I think a couple games ago he should have been in there too in crunch time. It worked well against the Clippers to have him in there at that point. So he's playing well enough tonight. 12 rebounds, 6 on the offensive end of the floor. He's getting it done now, even on the defensive end of the court where I've had the most issues with him, to say that he should be that closer in crunch time. Now, Daniel Theis was awesome in this one. So it was a close call. Yeah, and they were winning with him on the floor. So I understand the decision, but it didn't work out.
But Nick, what do you think?
Sorry, Joshua. You've been waiting for Tristan Thompson to get in shape. Guys, he was out of shape. He hadn't played in the bubble. So waiting for him to get into shape. He's getting into game shape. He's rebounding. He's doing what we brought him here for. And, Brad goes away from him. I understand the transition defense, but at that point, you need muscle. You need rebounds. And I feel like Tristan was doing well.
But you also need points, Nick.
Huh?
You also need points. Who's going to give you more
bench?
Who's going to give you more points, though? Is it going to be Theis or Thompson?
Yeah, see, that's another thing, too. And I wanted to bring this up, at some point throughout this show, because across the line, is it just me, or I feel like Tristan Thompson, he's getting like that old man, get him the buckets quickly in the first 10 minutes game. Like, remember? It's like, not to put him, not to age him this much. Remember when Shaq was on the Celtics? It was like, get Shaq his buckets early because in the second half, he's done.
Oh, don't say that.
Wow, you went Shaq, dude?
That's their approach for him getting buckets. And then after that, forget it. You're not going to get much offense after that.
You're like Jermaine O'Neal.
didn't want to say.
When basketball was good, though, too. You establish your post game, then went to the perimeter. But, yeah, I get what you're saying totally. I see that, too. But, listen, I mean, Theis doesn't hit those three-point shots, guys. You're not getting points from him either. So, I think you got to or Grant. I mean, he had a nice game, a decent game, of course,
good first half.
Still, he's playing more minutes than Tristan Thompson makes no sense to me. Maybe they're just looking for offense because they couldn't put it in the ocean.
It's that same deal we've been talking about now, the awkwardness of this team. They're trying to get center minutes for 4 centers. Can I call Grant a center, Nick? Is that allowed on your show?
Oh, man, that's fine.
John's gonna insert himself into the show.
So they're trying to get minutes for 4 centers. It gets awkward. Tyson Grant end up filling the 4 spot in this rotation since they don't have an extra wing that's reliable. So they're essentially rotating 4 center spots throughout these games. And again, Brad goes to the 3 center starting lineup, and I couldn't stand it. It was such a disaster to start the Clippers game, and it was again here.